Democratic frontrunner and a surefire winner, Eric Swalwell, Democratic candidate he was a frontrunner, man. He was a frontrunner. The only person that could really give him a run for his money was Bernie Sanders and Joe Biden a little bit too. He was polling in pretty high double-digit numbers. He decided to drop out, shockingly. Of course, no, I'm just kidding. He's one of the one percenters. This time, not the top 1%, but one of the losers who was polling at 1% in the polls. Because there's so many candidates, and a lot of them are just garbage. So your John Delaney's, your John Hickenlooper, and all these. Like, these guys sound like meme names. Like, hey guys, my name's John Hickenlooper. Like, it sounds like a meme. It sounds like a joke. It sounds like a parody in and of itself. Eric Swalwell? Swalwell? What the fuck is that kind of name, bro? Hey guys, my name's Swalwell. What kind of shit is that, bro? Okay, so here's what we got here from CNN. It says California Representative Eric Swalwell announced Monday he is dropping out of the 2020 race for president, concluding a short-lived bid for the Democratic nomination that failed to gain any traction. Quote, "Today ends our presidential campaign, but is the beginning of an opportunity in Congress with a new perspective shaped by lives that have touched mine and our campaign throughout these last 3 months, to bring that promise of America to all of Americans. To believe that it will be the next generation whose leadership will solve climate chaos, bring cures in our lifetime for healthcare, address the student loan debt crisis, and make sure that we say enough is enough. We don't have to live this way anymore, and that we love our children more than we love our guns." So, I don't know why this guy ran. I didn't know who the fuck he was before he ran, and you probably are going to say name recognition. Well, that's true. The only people who are going to know who Eric Swalwell is are people who are really big political junkies. People who are not political junkies don't know who the fuck Eric Swalwell is. And all this does is make him look like a joke. That's all it does. This is like playing Kobe Bryant one-on-one. Like, you're going to get embarrassed. Why would you do that? It's highly embarrassing. So, if you want to know a sort of indication of what kind of a guy Eric Swalwell is, he was the clown who was like, if I'm president, I'm going to have a cabinet with both Democrats and Republicans, which is a horrifying idea. Obviously, that kind of shit doesn't make any sense. I don't even know how that would function because of the such, sort of hatred for both sides, although Democrats don't really hate Republicans as much as Republicans hate Democrats. And it seems like Republicans are always able to strangle out what they want from the Democrats. But I don't know how that would even work. But that's simply the insanity we're dealing with here. And also, I want to mention a lot of people are saying the first Democratic candidates will drop out of 2020. Richard Ojeda was actually the first one to drop out of 2020. It was not Eric Swalwell. But the Democratic Party, now that it's coming up on these, next debates, it needs to cut some of the fat, like a lot of the fat. Okay, we're talking about Tim Ryan, John Hickenlooper, Michael Bennett, like all these clowns who can't poll for shit, like past 1%. Maybe they should just have a kiddie table. I don't know, because while I want to give these guys a chance, there's nothing that's going to promote these guys because no one, like, genuinely, people don't fucking like them. Like, they're just not good candidates. And nobody likes them. That's indicative of the polls. And I'm sorry, you just can't have 20 candidates on the debate stage, dude. It just doesn't work. There's not enough time to go around for that. And what you're doing instead of, like, actually hashing out, you know what? I mean, people like Joe Biden are probably really happy with more people because that's less time for the serious candidates to destroy Joe Biden. So he's probably happy. He probably wants him to stay as long as possible. But they got to start cutting some of the fat. Cutting these motherfuckers out is what they need to do.